Listen, I'm seeing F the streets all over the internet right now. And for once, hip hop accidentally tripped and landed on the truth. Because the streets don't love you. The streets don't feed you. The streets don't raise your kids. The streets don't pay your hospital bill. The streets don't have a retirement plan. These streets are like that friend who calls you when he needs help moving. And he ain't got no U-Haul money. So when 21 Savage says F the street, the headline sounds wild, but the message really isn't. Because the streets aren't just a place, they're an identity. And for a lot of men, the streets become the substitute father. Let's slow this down and deal in truth and not hype. 21 wasn't saying forget where you from. He was saying forget that part of street life that hands out trauma, paranoia, sleepless nights, dead friends, and funerals like starter packs. That's not weakness, that's self-awareness. The streets teach men one lesson really well. Never look soft. But real maturity, that's being able to say, that lifestyle damaged me. That's emotional intelligence. That's clarity. That's a man deciding he's done paying the price just to look tough. Now let me be honest, because I know how y'all think. Yes, this is happening while 21 Savage is promoting the album. So some people are calling it marketing. Fine. But even if it is marketing, it's still better than marketing death. If the message is stop crashing out, I'll take that over go prove you're dangerous. And let's keep it real. If your whole street code depends on which rapper said what this week, that's not even a code, man. That's a group chat. Now let's talk about these rappers co-signing this. Young Thug echoed it. G Herbo been leaning into the make it home message. You know, Lil Baby, Quavo, Offset. And here's the funny part. It's real easy to say F the streets when the streets can't reach you. Lil Baby's not sleeping on nobody's couch. Quavo is not riding public transit, hoping somebody puts him on. Offset is not hanging on the block trying to earn respect. These are my accountants calling me kind of guys. And I'm not mad at that. I'm actually really happy for them because they found something more constructive to do with their time. But let's be honest about what principles they're showing. 21 Savage is showing truth and self-awareness, naming trauma without dressing it up. G Herbo is showing responsibility. Survival is the goal, not becoming a mural. Lil Baby, Quavo, Offset stepping away from the street affiliations, that's discipline. That's choosing longevity over your applause. Because if you made it out and you're still selling the streets back to kids like it's an NFT, that's not culture, that's exploitation. And yes, I said NFT on purpose because the streets are the original scam coin. All hype, all community, and it still crashes and takes your life savings. Now here comes the pushback. Blueface pops up mad talking about not shaking hands backstage. Brother, not shaking hands is not pressure. That's not street, that's allergies. That's I don't want germs type energy. Boosie jumps in with the stop double dipping argument. And look, he's halfway right. You cannot romanticize dysfunction forever and act shocked when people copy it. But the idea that a man can never evolve, that might be the saddest flex in hip hop history, bro. That's like saying I don't support quitting cigarettes because quitting cigarettes keeps me calm. Nah, it keeps you addicted. And when 6ix9ine says the streets made him rich, he accidentally proves the problem. Street culture trains men to see the world as enemies and alliances, not family, not legacy. Enemies and alliances. That's not masculinity. That's paranoia. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. The streets are a one-way contract. You sign up at 15, by 19, you're paying with your freedom. By 25, you're paying with your friends' lives. By 30, you're paying with your peace. Because deep down, everybody knows the truth. The streets can't build a man. Talented men die after making it out because the street identity followed them back. The streets don't just kill you, they freeze you. They keep you mentally 17 when you're 30. Truth, the streets come with trauma. Discipline, a man chooses structure over chaos, even when chaos is popular. Integrity, don't sell poison, then act surprised when people get sick. Clarity, F the streets really means F dysfunctional rules. Legacy, Build something your children can inherit besides your gang stories. Responsibility. If you have influence, you have duty. Let me end this the right way. The streets will not put your name on a deed. The streets will not fix your credit. The streets will not sit with you in court. The streets will not visit you every Sunday in prison. The streets will do exactly two things: take and laugh. So shout out to the men rejecting the chaos and the ones defending it. If the streets really keeping you good, then prove it. Retire in the streets. Put your kids' future in the streets. Put your peace in the streets. You won't, because deep down everybody knows the truth. The streets can't build a man.